So now, guys, one major loophole that I have seen people who are into organic lead generation, okay, what they do is they focus on one or two aspects. Now, understand this organic lead generation, okay. So, say for example, if a car has to move, all the four wheels have to be in sync, right? It cannot be that one of the wheel is working and the car will be able to move ahead. So similarly for your organic lead generation as well, right? There are certain things and all of them has to be in sync. Only then you will get results. So let's understand today that what are the different factors, what are the four tires of your car, what are the four tires of your organic lead generation which needs to be in sync. So the first one is, before you start any kind of outreaches, organic lead generation, your profile has to be optimized. Okay, this is like very basic, and all of us take this for granted that yes, my profile is optimized. But what you need to do here is ask a third party who does not know what you are doing. Okay, just ask your random friend and tell them to check your Facebook account or Instagram account or LinkedIn account through which you are going to do outreach, and ask them, when they see your profile, what is it that they understand. Okay, just take a feedback from 2 to 3 friends of yours and tell them, let them know what they understand from your profile. Now, secondly, what we are going to do is we are also going to use a tool which is going to tell you how good is your profile. Okay. Now, if you check my previous videos, I have shown you guys how to optimize your profiles. And when it comes to LinkedIn, it's very important that you put keywords in your bio, you put keywords in your about us section, you put keywords, because LinkedIn people search through keywords. Even for that matter, for Instagram, right? People search, like if they want to search for an emotional coach, anxiety coach, people are going to put those keywords and search for it. So you need to have those keywords on your profile, only then you would be discoverable. So don't try to put fancy words which people don't search for. Normal mistake that people do is they try to put a fancy word. They feel that by adding some fancy word to their bio, they are going to stand out. But that is the biggest mistake you would do. You need to find out that the keyword that you have put next to your name on Instagram or on your LinkedIn, is that people search for or not. Okay, if that is not the keyword that people search for, then you are not going to be discovered in the search results. So this is like most commonest mistake that people do. Okay. Now, secondly, what you can do is there is a tool. Once you have optimized your profile, what you need to do is just copy everything and put it in that tool and check the score. Now, your score of your profile has to be above 70%. If it is anything less than 70%, that means your profile is not optimized. Has anyone used any tool to check your profile score till now? Okay. So I'll just share with you the name of the tool and please make a note of it. So this tool is actually used for resumes, okay, wherein people wants to check the resume. But since we are going to use our keywords, okay, it is going to also give you a feedback that if you are optimizing for a particular niche, how optimized is your profile. So you can use this tool called as Resume Worded. Let me just put it in the chat box. So whatever you have put in about us section, okay, on LinkedIn, and whatever you have put it in bio, just copy everything and put it in Resume Worded and say that I am so and so coach and I help so and so people. Okay. It will tell you how optimized is your profile. So ensure that your profile is having a score of at least 70%. So we have done the first part, which is your optimization part. Second thing that you need to do is you need to hack your competitors. Okay. You need to find out what is working for them and what is not working for them. Because if you start like your lead generation game and you are going to try, and if you are just putting it on trial and error mode, that is going to be very long game for you, right? So you need to check your competitors, what is working for them, what is not working for them, and plan your actions accordingly. Now, all of you, I would like to know what type of content do you post on social media? What are the types of content that you post on social media? No, I mean, do you post
Informative.
informative? Okay. So, guys, that is the thing. Everyone right now, 90% of the people are posting content which is informative, which is about tips, tricks, strategies, right? Now, understand this, all this information can be Googled, right? And they can find it anywhere. So, just, I'm not saying that you do not need to post informative content, but it cannot be only informative content, right? This is the common mistake that people do. They just stick with one type of content. If they're putting content on tips, strategies, 5 tools you need to know, 5 things you need to know, 5 mistakes you are doing, 5 things to avoid, they just put those type of content, and this is not going to help you to scale. Okay, this is not going to help you to get more views on your content. So what you need to have that perfect mixture, right? So say for example, whenever you're making bhel, right, it cannot be that it has too much of kurmura in that and less of chutney, then you're not going to enjoy the bhel. There has to be perfect mix of that kurmura, then that farsan what we put, the spicy chutney, the sweet chutney, the tomatoes, the onions, right? Perfect mix has to be there. Only then you are going to relish that bhel. So similarly, your profile, okay, your profile has to have a mix of all the contents. So now let's understand what are the different types of content that you need to have on your profile. And I want each one of you to make a note of this. So the first one is informational content, that is also important. Now, second thing is you need to post content wherein you did something for a client and which worked for them or which did not work for them. Okay, so right now when I'm saying that, okay, most common mistake when people make when they are doing lead generation is they do not have optimized profiles. Okay, so if you do not have an optimized profile, wherein if you are sending a request to someone and when they check your profile they don't even understand what you have to offer, then they are not going to respond back because they do not know what you have to offer or what can they expect from you. right? So you can, whatever you have been doing with your clients, whatever results you have been generating, whatever has been your learning curve, right? You can share all your experiences. So Prateek, like you have closed high ticket, you can share your experiences, like when you went on a sales call, what worked for them, right? What did not work for you, and what is the frame of mind people have at that point of time, what exactly people are looking for, okay, wherein they don't mind paying high tickets. So you need to share your experiences. So you could also share, so if you are an emotional coach wherein you are helping them to overcome some emotional traumas, okay, so there can be a process that you make them go through it, right? So you can talk about that this is the normal thing that people follow, but I just tried doing this and that really worked for me, right? So wherein you are sharing your personal experience, because all the information is available on Google, but whenever you are sharing your personal thing, people will be more interested to read about it. Then the third type of content is about case studies. Now, case studies wherein you are not just posting that, okay, my so and so client got so and so results. You will be also talking about it. So, for you as well, I want to sit with you and talk about it more in detail. That if you were able to close high tickets, what were the steps that you went through? Okay, and what was the mistake that you were doing in the past? So what was your learning curve and how could you close it? So there has to be some learning that person needs to know. It should not be just a case study wherein you are saying, okay, he achieved so much and so much. That's not the thing. But what is there for the person who is going through that post? Okay, so there has to be a learning thing. So whenever we see that a person achieves so much, we are curious to know that how that person achieved that X result, right? If you come to know that so and so person is able to make 50 lakhs a month. So you want to know how is that person able to make 50 lakhs a month? When you come to know that this person is able to work 12 hours, like in a productive way, okay, you want to know that how is that person able to spend like 12 hours in a super productive way. So what are his secret hacks? So you need to share your personal experiences through, or your client's personal experiences through case studies. Then there is the fourth content wherein you are talking about your industry leaders, okay, and what they have been doing and what has been working for them. So say for example, if you have been attending my webinars wherein I talk about things about marketing, okay, so wherein I pick up case studies, wherein I pick up the case studies of Red Bull, I pick up case studies of different companies, okay, and what is it that they did differently which worked for them. So similarly, you have to pick up, so you have not worked for that brand, I have not worked for Red Bull, but this is an informative thing wherein people love to hear this. Like whenever I've done this, people love to hear about it because there is something which is new that they are learning from that particular case study. So you need to post something, not something that people can easily Google and find the information. So yes, this case studies also people can find out, but not everyone is talking about. But when it comes to 5 tips, 5 strategies, three mistakes, everyone is talking about it. But when you're talking about the experts and what they have been doing in the industry, what has been working for them, that is going to help you stand out from your competitors. Then the um last thing is about hacks, okay, wherein you are, that is called as trend hacking, wherein whatever is going, okay, in recent, so say for example when the IPL, okay, you pick up that thing that, okay, India lost this match, but you then connect it to your niche. What was the learning that they can get out of it? Okay. What is it? Some kind of story that you have to convey wherein a person gets an insight, because anything that is to do with a trending topic, people want to read about it. That is going to grab their attention. And also, very important thing is storytelling, wherein storytelling is something very important. So I would suggest, like, if you're doing, say, for example, 8 posts, out of which 3 posts has to be storytelling. Okay, because that helps you to build connections. So now all these stories will not be 100% true. Okay, so like initially I used to feel that whatever stories that you are saying, it has to be 100% true. It cannot be 100% true, because every story needs to have some moral, every story needs to have some learning, but not necessary that whatever has happened to your life has, all those story has some moral, right? So you have to twist and play. Okay, so yes, you have to twist and play with it. So the 60% of it is the actual story, and then 40% of it is wherein you are trying to convey a message through it. Because we all love to hear stories, whether it is kids, whether it is us, or the old people. Everyone loves to hear stories. So when you are making story posts, that what has been your childhood, what were your challenges, what were you in 2022, and how 2023 is for you. So you might feel that I have not achieved much, but then there are always people who are looking upon you, right? So there are people who are just starting out and has not even reached where you are currently. So don't think about that I have not achieved anything in life and I don't have any story to tell, right? But there, you never know, there are still people looking upon you. So don't fear about it and start creating stories. So the stories will take you some time, right? Like it's not so easy to create stories initially. Then once you get used to it, it will come very naturally to you. But so all that you have to remember is whenever you're creating the stories, talk about it wherein you are creating some kind of curiosity. Okay, just don't directly talk about the end result of what happened. You have to start it in a way that 10 years ago, when I was like in the school, or say, for example, when I was in my college, or when I was working in so and so organization, and then talk about one fine afternoon or one fine morning. So you go into that morning thing, right? You go into that particular scene and then talk about what exactly happened, and try to create in such a way wherein that suspense is being created, wherein a person is curious. Oh, what happens next? Oh, what, it's like a movie thing wherein you are watching a movie, right? Every episode you watch of Netflix, you want to binge watch, you want to watch the next episode of it, right? And you do not even realize that it's 2 a.m., it's 1 a.m. in the night, and you have to sleep. So, similarly, and I'm telling you, you cannot be very good at it at one go. This comes with practice, but you have to start it. Like there is no escapism to it, okay? Because stories is something that connects best. So if you're creating content, all these 5 types of content has to be there. If you're just posting one type of content, that is not going to give you results. Is this clear for everyone? Just type yes in the chat box if it is clear. Yes, Prateek, people actually read stories more than any kind of post, because whenever your potential client, okay, is going on your page to search more about you. They want to know what are the values of this person. Who is this person, right? Because your story is something which is going to help you to stand out from the others. Now, when if I have to hire a life coach, when I go on Instagram, I go on LinkedIn, or I go on Facebook, there are 100 coaches that comes in front of me. Now, why do I select Prateek? Right? So when I go to his profile and when I see about his stories, oh, I resonate with this. And when I see, okay, so every story has a point wherein you are the weakest, you are the vulnerable one, right? So person connects with you when you write those kind of stories, person can resonate. So that is when that connect has been built, and then you will be like, okay, this is what has been my learning, and I've been implementing this, and this has helped me to grow from X to Y. Okay. So it need not be always in monetary basis, but how you have evolved as a person. So person comes to know that what has been your journey, and that will actually differentiate you from your competitors, because when you talk about your story, person will resonate with you. Okay. How genuine are you as a person? So, Faisal, you can post this on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, anywhere. It is fine for any of these profiles, but it works best on Facebook and LinkedIn. Instagram once in a while is okay, but Instagram, like, people do not read because it's more of uh image based and video based platform. So not that much, but Facebook and LinkedIn, the story content works perfect. So now we are done with the profile optimization. We are done with the types of content that we have. Okay. Now, third thing is you need to find the right prospects. Now, this is another common mistake that I have seen. What people do is just outreach anyone and everyone. Okay. That is not going to get you results. Uh, Another thing is there are also some set of people who believe that just because I'm posting content, my prospects are going to walk out to me. It is very slow process, okay? Because when, okay, even if though I want to consult a life coach, okay, when I am going on a search, whether it's a Google search, whether it's a Facebook search, Instagram, LinkedIn, wherever I'm going, I see hundreds of them. Not necessary that your profile will be on top five. Okay. So, but if I'm in search of a life coach, and if I get a message in my inbox, okay, wherein it is resonating to the kind of solution that I am looking for, don't you think that I will be responding to this person? Right? So don't wait and watch that my prospect is going to walk up to me and going to sign me. It's not going to happen. You have to put in that efforts of reaching out to your prospects. And that is the reason why I tell all of you guys that it's not necessary that you have to post content every single day. I mean, posting content every single day se kuch nahi hota. If you're just posting content and you will think you are going to generate leads, no, it will not. All these four things which I'm going to share with you has to go hand in hand. Only when you're doing all these four things, you are going to generate leads. If you're just posting content and if you're not doing outreach, your profile is not optimized, you will not get results. If you're just doing outreach and if you're not posting content on your profile, that also will not give you results. So all these four things have to go hand in hand. So now you got to figure out that whom should you target. So what do you think, guys? Like, how will you start with your outreach? Who are your best prospects if you have to outreach? Whom are you going to outreach? All of you have created your customer persona wherein you know who are your prospects, who are your target audience. Type yes in the chat box if you're very clear about your persona. So all of you write down where will you find your prospects? Where will you find your prospects? I don't want to know a platform like Instagram, but what search would you do to find your prospects? So say for example, Viva, you have put plus size women. You cannot find that on Instagram, right? You cannot do that search plus size women, right? So how will you, if you have to do outreach, how will you find your prospects?
Um, like wellness groups or maybe some physical or exercise
Yes,
um, like that. And moreover, people who are more conscious about their looks. I mean,
yes,
um saloons or makeup artist in that region, I can maybe.
correct. So yes, you will be going to the groups which is solving that specific problem. Okay, so people who wants to lose weight, people who wants to look good, people who are into fashion, okay, something like that. People who are into wellness. So you would pick up specific groups. Now, what would you do if you are on Instagram? How would you find? Is my video stuck? Are you guys able to see me? No? Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Uh, are you able to see me now? No. So I think you guys can see me now, right? Yeah. Okay. So, how do you find it on Instagram?
um I don't know, I mean, how some activity, like generally I post some activity, I create some post as in yoga outfit and like styles for yoga outfit. Like this is the way I create content, but I don't know how to
Yeah.
get the.
So you can create this kind of content, that is fine. But then how do you find those people wherein you want to outreach them? This is like you're waiting for them to discover you and waiting for them to engage with your post. What you can do is, so you have this kind of coaches or you have people who are offering this kind of services to lose weight and right. So you will go to those professionals, okay, and you will start engaging with those followers of theirs. So say for example, wherein you find a weight loss influencer, wherein she has posted and you will see that 150 people have commented on her post. I cannot hear you.
Sorry, I actually missed that your last.
So what you need to do is, so say for example, you're trying to search for plus size women. So if you go to a weight loss coach who's helping with fat loss and weight loss, okay? So there will be a lot of women who wants to lose weight, who is following that influencer, because if he is an influencer wherein he has like 50,000, 60,000 people following him, on each post of his there will be around 100 likes, minimum 100 likes, 100 comments on his post. Okay, now what you do is you can start engaging with these people, wherein you start liking their stories, or you start like sharing with them, okay, the tip that so and so influencer shared about losing weight was awesome, and uh, that is something that even I'm interested about. Okay, you have to start some kind of conversation with them. So I will share some kind of conversation uh, uh icebreakers wherein you can start this kind of conversation with them. And when you start a conversation with them in the DM, they will check your profile too. And if you are also posting content related to that, they are more likely to follow you, right? So only getting into conversation with them with not having a post on your profile will not help you, because they are not going to find any relevant content on your profile. So they need to find some relevant content related to plus size if you are targeting. So they need to find something informational on your profile as well, right? So that's when they
So
will
one more
be,
thing. One.
that's when,
Yeah, yeah,
what?
yeah. Just complete. You just complete. I was asking something, so you
No, you
complete
can
first.
ask me.
See, like, can I just generally I do tag also. I mean, I tag few like wellness group and something, some which is related to my this thing work. So is that also work if I tag unknowingly? I mean, if I tag people who don't know me? No.
No, people can have issues. So I don't like wherein I don't know that specific person and people tag me. I mean, I've actually seen people uh, posting my exact content on their feed. Okay, so which I don't like. So if somebody whom I don't know and they are tagging me, it is going to be irritating for you, right? Because you don't even know who's that person. But if you connect with them on a DM, and if you take an approval from them that I really like, you need to build that rapport first, wherein you say that I am a big fan of yours and I really like your content. And is it okay if I tag you? Because just tagging a stranger, I mean, I just, it does not go with me, because you are doing
Got
it
your point,
without their
actually.
permission. Yeah. So you can find this kind of, so this can be done on all your like Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So Facebook and LinkedIn has this opportunity of groups. Instagram does not. So you can do this while you go to the post of the influencer, find out people who are engaging with them, and especially people who are commenting them. Okay, because those are real genuine people who are, maybe working towards the same goal as what you have to offer. So that's when you can connect with them. And what you can do is, whenever you're creating content, so your content which is about tips, strategies, and stuff like that, never copy an influencer. Now whatever he has, or he or she has shared in her post, okay, what you try to do is how you can break down more for them, or what are the next 3 or 4 steps that you can give them. So an influencer must have given you an overview. So what you can do is, the first step that he has spoken about, you break down for them and make it like more easy to execute that. So never copy a post from influencer, but how can you make it easier for them to implement those steps? That's when people are going to see you as an expert, and they will have a reason to follow you and engage with you, because they know, okay, if I get stuck here, Viva is there to help me out. Okay, so this is what they should feel, because everywhere, okay, whenever there is any kind of relationship which has been made, people always think, what can I get from this person and what can I give to this person? Okay, so only when there is a continuous flow of give and take, that relationship continues. Okay, but if it is only one sided, that relationship will not go for long term. So each time a person needs to get some value from you, and they also need, matlab, you also need to get something from them. So it is like two-way relationship. It cannot work one way. So at this point of time, since you want them, like you are looking for a prospect, you need to give them maximum value wherein they see a reason in you to follow you or to be connected with you, right? So whatever I'm sharing with you is applicable for all your platforms, right? And this is like the foundations, like this is your ABCD of English. Like if you master this, then no matter whatever platform it is, you can generate leads, right? It's only the email outreach works differently, but this three platforms works exactly the same way. It is just that the terms are different. So wherein in Facebook they use friends, in Instagram they talk about followers, in LinkedIn they talk about connect. Okay, first connection, second connection, third connection. So like Facebook, you have friends. So the first connection is your friends. Then on LinkedIn, wherein there is second connection, which is friend of friends, that is like on your Facebook. And third connection is uh, people who are neither your friends or neither who are not your connections and who are not connection of your connections as well. So that is the third connection. Like you have nothing in common. So it's just that they have changed the terms, but all these platforms works pretty much the same way. And with my experience, LinkedIn, if you have your uh, prospects hanging out on LinkedIn, LinkedIn is one of the most preferred platform for organic lead generation, because whosoever is there on LinkedIn, they are more genuine than people on Instagram. So we have got leads from Instagram as well. I would not say that, but it takes a lot of efforts to get a client from Instagram, because I've seen that there are a lot of people who are not, like, who are there for fun on Instagram. Okay, they're not very serious about their work, but the professionals on LinkedIn, they are very much serious about their professional growth, their career, and things like that. So this has been so far my experience, but I would not ask you guys to go with my experience, because your experience, your niche is completely different. So it could be that Instagram might work for you. Okay, but I will suggest you that if your target audience hangs out on LinkedIn, then try LinkedIn first and then you can focus on Instagram. But if you do not have your target audience on LinkedIn, then yes, you can try Instagram. It does not, I mean, I cannot say that Instagram does not work. It is just that it takes little more efforts compared to LinkedIn. That's what I want to say. Is it clear, guys? Now, the fourth thing. So what are the three things that we have covered so far? Can you put down in the chat box? Now, the three things that we have covered is, first is your profile has to be optimized. Second is you need to have perfect blend of different types of contents. And then third that we have covered is you need to find the right audience, okay, right prospects, and send do outreach. So if you are just doing outreach and sending messages to some random people who are not even your prospects, it is just waste of time, right? So even if you do not know, that this person needs your services. So say for example, if my target audience are, say for example, working professionals, and I would just say for example, I'm stress and anxiety coach, wherein I'm helping um, working professionals and founders, right? So if I just keep on messaging all the founders, it is going to be much lengthier process for me rather than founders or working professionals who are already following, okay, this life coaches, okay? Because if they are following those life coaches, that means they have this problem going on in their life. If I do not have any specific problem, right, I'm not, so if I don't want to lose weight, I will not be following a weight loss coach. It's as simple as that, right? So if I'm not into cooking, I'm not going to follow a channel which teaches about cooking. Only when I'm into cooking, I will want to watch those kind of videos or those kind of content, right? So understand this. Now, very important is how you start your conversation. Now, normally, I've seen a lot of DMs that I get, and I've seen a lot of my students doing this, that they would just send them a message, hi, how are you? Okay. So just imagine this like house business. So just imagine this. If you get message like this, how are you going to respond to it? If you get a message like this, hi, how are you? How's business? From a stranger, you are not going to respond to it because you do not even know who this person is, right? So never start a conversation like this. What you need to do is you can use ChatGPT if you are, if you cannot figure out like how I need to start a conversation with that person. So what you can do is, if you go on LinkedIn, so I'll just show you guys. Just opening my ChatGPT. Okay. So say for example, this is a profile, okay, wherein I want to help this coach. So now there is so much that is being written on her profile, and this is her about section, which is very small. So what I normally do is I just prefer to copy the whole thing, okay, wherein you can just copy the whole thing and ChatGPT will give you 4 to 5. You can ask ChatGPT to give you 4 to 5 conversational starters. Okay, so 1 second. Right, so you can just copy this whole thing. Okay. and you can go down, copy everything. And just go to ChatGPT. I don't know what's happened. Just trying again. Copy this. Okay. Okay. So this is the profile of the person I want to compliment and start a conversation. Now, why do we do this? Because everyone loves compliment, right? If someone compliments you, you are going to automatically like that person, right? There is automatic likability built, right? And then there are very good chances that that person is going to respond back to you and is going to be more receptive to your messages. So each time, whenever you are starting any conversation, give them a compliment about something that they have achieved, something about their post, or anything related to their content, or if they have published a book or anything. Okay, if they have done a story, if they've been sharing about their story, talk about it and start a conversation. So if you are going to use a normal conversation starter, okay, wherein, oh, your post on your last post has been fabulous, I really loved your last post, and which is not going to be very personalized, then your response rate is going to be very poor. But on the contrary, if you're complimenting that person and you are actually talking about her life, her post that she has shared, or something that she has achieved in recently, then she will be more likely. I mean, I've seen, if you do it the right way, these three things that I've shared, like if you are complimenting her about something that she has achieved recently, you are complimenting her about the kind of work that she has done, and complimenting her about her recent post, then 90% of the people will accept your connection request. Okay, I've tested this and this really works. So unfortunately, I did not put two to three sentences, so it has crafted a big message. So I need it in 2 to 3 sentences. So see this, I came across your profile and wanted to express my admiration for your diverse talents as a spiritual coach, psychic medium, and social activities. Your commitment to helping others through Gurukul Foundation and your positive impact on community are truly inspiring. I would love to connect and learn more about your transformative journey. So if you get a message like this, will you accept the connection request of that person? Type yes or no. Guys, I would love to know from all of you guys, if you get a message like this, would you accept their connection request or no? If you would accept, type yes. If you would no, type no in the chat box. So you will not accept. What is the reason you will not accept, Biba?
It's too artificial. I mean, not too natural.
No, so you are complimenting that person. So I think
I
it's
mean,
good. I came up.
I I take it and then little bit changes. I think it's
Yeah,
required.
you
Maybe.
you can make some changes, but you got a overview like how you can craft your messages, right? So, but I don't see like this is not like a scripted thing wherein it's they know that this is not copy pasted and person has actually gone through your profile. Okay. So if you are sending her a message, she will literally feel that you have gone through her profile and you are genuine about it. So you can change one or two words here and there, but then this is a good thing to start a conversation wherein you're showing a genuine interest in that person. Okay. You can also ask ChatGPT to give you 5 conversational starters. Okay. 5 connection requests, and then ChatGPT will give you 5, and you can select the one that you like. So you can do that as well. Okay. So after this, you need to talk about yourself. Okay. Don't just ask the person to respond back to you. Like if you are going to ask them a lot of information, person might not be comfortable. Okay, who is this stranger, why should I share this information to this person, right? Because although your profile is talking about what you have to offer, but then there is no guarantee, right? Because on Facebook, on Instagram, on LinkedIn, anybody can portray themselves as anyone, right? So there is no guarantee that whatever is showing on your profile is that the exact person behind, right? So you need to give your own introduction. Now, your introduction has to be of 4 to 5 sentences wherein there is a story behind it. Okay, so what you were there in past and how you have been. So, say for example, Prateek, what you were doing in past and what inspired you to become a life coach. Okay, so if just like hi, I'm Prateek, I'm a life coach. No, so if you can first initially say that okay, you are so and so, but you need to also give them a reason like why you are into life coaching. What about it has motivated you to help or touch lives of people. Okay, so what about it? Because that is something that is going to help you to stand out, because then there are a lot of people who would be outreaching her, but when you tell about your story, that is going to differentiate from what others are doing, and then she will be more receptive to listening to you, because that is something very personalized, not copy pasted thing. Now, along with this, yes, you can ask for a specific tone of a message as well. Now, along with this, now once you have built that connection request, you have given your hero introduction, you need to also have content on your profiles which is related to your lead magnets that you are offering, right? So, uh, not every post has to be promoting your lead magnet, but 5 out of 1 post, like 1 out of 5 posts has to be promoting your lead magnet. So one can be your story that you are talking about yourself. One could be, your industry experts. You are sharing something about your industry experts, and one could be about promoting your lead magnets. So when she comes on your profile, she is going to check your lead magnet. So not at first go, people are going to ask about your lead magnet, but once you start posting content on your profile, that maybe after a week or after 10 days time, the person will say that, okay, when you next time post about it, they will ask you for your lead magnet. So when the person asks, when it's an inbound lead, though you are outreaching, but this is an inbound lead because she's upfrontly saying that I want your lead magnet. And the conversion rate of this is very high, because what I have seen is, like I used to tell you guys earlier, that you outreach them and offer your lead magnet. But what I have noticed is the conversion rates have been very low when we upfrontly go and offer our lead magnets. But when you post a content, what you have to do, the whole aim here in this lead generation is, why are we doing outreach? We are not going to pitch our services to them in the messages. The whole thing is, we want to get them on our profiles, and we want them to raise their hand and say that, okay, I want your lead magnet. Once that person says that I want your lead magnet, that's when you come to know, okay, this person is interested. And then try getting on a conversation call. Not necessary when you get on a call with them you only pitch about your services, but just find out that what is the challenge that they are facing. So say for example, um, you are an emotional trauma coach, so wherein an influencer has posted about how to heal your past trauma. So if that person has commented on it, that means that person would have shared something. Okay, I also was going through this and this really helped me. Okay, so you need to find a common ground. Okay, so this is something that both of us relate to, and you need to start a conversation and just find out that what is it, like what is that person going through. Only when you know that that person is also looking to heal their past trauma, that's when you know that he or she is your prospect, right? You cannot be pitching, you cannot be outreaching to anyone and everyone. And that's the reason why you got to be very systematic about this. So what I do is I prefer to keep a sheet like it's, you can paste the link of the person whom you have sent a connection request, and then you just need to put the status that whether that person has accepted the connection, or they have not responded to your connection request, they have engaged with your content, you have offered them lead magnet, you have introduced yourself, which stage have you reached. Okay, interested in my content, call booked, sales call, client closed. That's when you will be able to come to know like how many people you are able to convert. So you need to keep this here, and then you also need to mention here, depending upon your interaction, which lead is a hot lead, which one is a warm lead, which one is a cold lead, which one are like not interested. You don't need to waste time on that. And there are some people who would say that, I am wanting to solve this problem, but not at this point of time. Probably, after 2 months, because I have something important which is going on in my life right now. So you can just select this one, and then if the person has any specific comment, you can put it here, and it becomes very easy for you to track. Like even if you have to check the status of somebody whom you have outreached 2 months ago, it becomes easier for you that what was the final thing that person had responded to you when you had outreach, or what is the last conversation that you had, and what to do next. So you can create your plan of actions accordingly. Is this clear for you guys so far? So all this four has to go hand in hand. Your profile has to be optimized. You need to have right content on your profile. You need to reach out to the right prospects. If you are just hitting around the bush, who are not even wanting to solve that problem, you are just going to waste your time, right? And after that, you need to also have the right kind of conversation with them so that they are comfortable coming on a sales call with you. Okay. So wherein you are not very salesy. Now there are two ways which you can use. So there is one way wherein you are introducing about yourself and you are talking about the problem that you solve for people, and you can then after that offer them matlab your case study. So you will be posting all this kind of content which is related to your case study on your lead magnet, on your profile. So automatically you will come to know whether that this person is interested or not. Okay, if he's engaging and he's asking for your lead magnet, then you automatically come to know that this person is interested. Is this clear? What are the four wheels of your organic lead generation? Any doubts, any questions that you have, guys? Now, for those people who have not finished the week one, what you can do is whatever platform you want to select. Okay. So say, for example, you want to start outreaching on Facebook. You need to find out 5 competitors of yours on Facebook. Write down competitor 1, competitor 2, competitor 3, competitor 4, competitor 5. Go through their content. Okay. Go through the content, that what has been working best for them. What kind of content get more likes for them. Okay. What kind of content get more engagement on their post. Okay. Do it for 5 competitors of yours, and accordingly, so not each of those competitors would be using all this kind of content, right? So you need to find out like what are their strengths, okay? What is the strength of competitor one, okay? Wherein you will find that competitor one is posting every single day. Now, you also need to see this. I've seen a lot of influencers. They have this fake followers, wherein if you go to their likes and when you check those profiles, you will see that they have not posted even single content till date. Okay. So you will see like 267 likes, 290 likes, but then all of those are bots. So uh, don't select those kind of competitors for yourself, because all of that they are doing for their profiles is paid thing. This is not organic way. Okay. So find out competitors who have genuine followers and not just fake followers, and then find out what has been working best for them. Try to create those kind of content, because what has been working for them will also work for you. And then try like you also need to have your unique approach. So say for example, even if you are an emotional trauma coach, okay, healer, okay, so you cannot use your framework as the common thing. Okay, I help you to overcome emotions, I'm an emotional coach. You cannot be just general. You need to have a specific framework which creates that curiosity, wherein a person, when you start outreaching them, they will upfrontly ask you, oh, you have mentioned this framework, what is it about, what does this mean? Okay. So wherein you are automatically uh, pulling this person, you are automatically attracting that person towards you, wherein he wants to know more about your offerings, right? That becomes very easy for you if there is something which is not like very simple. So say for example, if I am someone who helps you to heal stress, okay, so if I tell you that I am a stress and anxiety coach, and I help working professionals and business owners to overcome stress by my meditation techniques, right? So there is nothing. which evokes curiosity in my prospect, and they know, okay, what is it that I am offering. But if you are able to create your own framework, which is different from what the competitors are offering, that's when person will get interested in you and will want to know more about how exactly you help. And when he asks you how exactly you help, that's when you can ask them to come on a one-on-one call with you, and you can discover more about his problems and possibly do a discovery call with him then. Is this clear? Prateek, you have a question? Yeah, go ahead. You can ask your questions.
Ma'am, like if I'm targeting LinkedIn and Facebook, so do I create separate groups for both platforms, or I target and get everyone in the same group on Facebook?
You can get them on both on Facebook, because for you to handle at different platforms, now you need to see, okay, now there are some people who are there on LinkedIn, but they are not active on Facebook. So if you have those kind of prospects who are not active on Facebook, then you need to create group on LinkedIn. Because if even if they join, they might not even join your Facebook group, or even if they might join your Facebook group, but since they are not active on Facebook, they will not know what you're posting in the group.
So it's better I do it for both separately.
Yes.
So so whenever I'm calling them, I send them link for both of them, right? For Facebook also
No,
and LinkedIn
so
also.
Facebook, no. So when you're doing outreach on Facebook, you ask them to join your Facebook group. When you're doing on LinkedIn, ask them to join your LinkedIn group.
So I'm asking them to come to my landing page at prasadkumar.com. So at the landing page, I get their data and then I go for a one-to-one call, right? So there only I ask them to join both the groups, or what do I do?
So, if you're going, like, when do you want to ask them to join your group? Before they come on a one-on-one call with you?
So they fill the form, and they when they've done the Calendly book, only then I want them to join the group, because now I know that they're a qualified lead.
Yeah, so when they are filling up that form, okay, before they book a call with you, when they are filling up, you have the call filter, right?
Hmm.
So put there. So if you like, if they have put their Facebook link, okay, you will be asking them about their Facebook link, LinkedIn link, okay, social media links. So tell them, if you're active on Facebook, join this group. If you're active on LinkedIn, join this group. Then they will select, because if I'm not active on LinkedIn, I will not join on Facebook group, right?
But then these are now qualified leads. So can I also put this before also, so that even if they're not a qualified lead, they are still a lead, right?
Yes, yes. You
So
you
at least
should
they're
put
part
that
of the group.
before. You should put them before, because ultimately they are getting nurtured. Not everyone who is when ready to book or a call with you, but there is a phase, right, wherein they have that problem, but they do not want to come on a call with you, so they have to be nurtured. So even if they are not ready to book a call with you, but still you can ask them to join your group, because that's where you will be nurturing them.
So can I do that? That I have, whenever they are coming to me as a lead, I have their email. So can I shoot it on an email that you can join
Yeah,
these
you have to,
links?
like, yeah, so you can, like, your Facebook profile also, you have to give them link to join your group. LinkedIn profile also, instead of your website, ask them to join your group. Even
Okay,
in your
directly.
content, like one of your content piece, you're asking them to, like, I share more valuable content in my group, so join my group. So you have to give them reminders. Okay,
Thank you.
you're welcome. Any more questions? Any more doubts?
So
So,
about my client persona, if I talk about women, like plus size women, so is it be more powerful if I create if I segregate a professional and homemaker, or I mean it should be a good if I make it both for
oh,
I mean
see, I'll tell you. the reasons for the professional one and the homemaker ones will be different. So it's better if you create two different personas, because
Different
their
persona,
reason for availing your services will be different.
different. So I should focus on one segment first. I mean, maybe I can. Okay.
Yeah, only when you focus, because if you will focus, like, see, if you already get in touch with them, that's fine, but you have to keep only when you are hyper focused, that's when you will be able to hit your goal, right? If you are scattered, if your focus is scattered, you will never be able to hit it. Okay, so guys, I hope you have got lot of clarity, and I want all of you guys to do a competitor analysis. So whatever platform that you select, find out 5 competitors on that specific platform, at least one platform, and find out what are the kind of content that is working for them, like what are their strengths and what are their weaknesses compared to the other competitors, and find out a unique positioning, like make a strategy for yourself that, A thing is working for competitor 1, B thing is working for competitor 2, C thing is working for competitor 3. So if I imbibe all this of 3, like, you will be more powerful than all of these 5 competitors. So plan out some kind of strategy for yourself for your social media, wherein you're also doing research about their lead magnets, their type of contents, their call to actions, okay, what exactly they are doing. Try to analyze, spend like good half an hour, 45 minutes on each profile and understand, like, what are the lead magnets, what are the call to actions that they are giving, what are the types of content they are offering, how frequently are they posting, what kind of content gets best engagement. Okay, so do a research of at least 5 competitors and make a plan for yourself, that what is going to be your content strategy and how are you going to stand out from those competitors. All right.
Yeah, one more thing I
Yeah.
just want to ask. I'm facing one struggle while doing all my assignments and previous thing. When I'm doing, and at that moment there was some doubt or something, just maybe little much, but there was no one to discuss that point of time. And then uh, if we have a kind of buddy or something, you was telling me initially, or maybe we can have a call in that time period, because I occupied next when we have a call or something. So that work is pending. Because of that, I could not make it.
Okay, so you can post in the group that I'm looking for an accountability partner, and
Okay.
so people will, whosoever, and whatever issues you have, no, you can post it in the group as well. So anyone, so if not us, anybody in the group will also help you out.
Okay.
Yeah. So are we all good? And so have we understood what is the task for this week? Can anyone say what's the task? Yeah.
Like, sorry, somebody.
Okay, it's okay. You go ahead. Go ahead.
So what I understood is like to go through the 5 competitors, like what is working and what is not working for them. So majorly, I will do that, and then type of content uh, we can work on. That is,
Right.
I'm really
So don't
understand.
aim at posting every single day. You have to fix up your mind. So if I show you the kind of framework that we follow. So see this. This is the target that we have for our appointment setters, wherein they have to send like 30 connection requests. Okay. Then hero introduction is the next step after the connection request is set. So which is the introduction. And then this is the personalized follow-up, like 10 personalized follow-up every single day. Now appointments is like not in your control, they will be giving you. But then again, they have to engage with at least 10 accounts. So on Instagram, it could be their stories. On LinkedIn and Facebook, sorry, on LinkedIn, it could be their post. Okay, so they will be spending 10 minutes, but the comment has to be genuine comment. Okay, so this has to be like, if you just do it randomly, it is not going to get you results. Okay, it has to be planned. You need to like connect, send connection request to 30 new people. Now you can choose any platform for that matter. So say for example, Facebook, you are sending uh 30 people friend request, and LinkedIn you are sending 30 people. Okay, so you need to keep this kind of target for yourself for daily, and that's when you will be able to do it. Because if you do like one day and do not do it for 3 days, it's not going to get you results, right? And you will be frustrated. Okay, I'm posting content every day, I am doing outreach, but I'm not getting results. But everything has to be tangible, right? Because this stats will show me how many connection requests you have sent, how many people are you actually following up with, how many people you are engaging with, right? This is going to give me. Oh, have I not shared my screen? Oh god. So this is the kind of sheet that you got to follow, wherein you're writing date. You'll be writing how many people you have sent the connection request today, how many people you have introduced yourself, how many, like after hero introduction, how many follow-ups you have done, how many people has booked appointment with you, how many accounts you have engaged with, right? So you have to keep a tab of this, and only then you will be able to figure out that what needs to be done more often, what is working for you, right? So you have to track everything. If you just do it like do it from your phone and do not uh, keep a proper information about it, it will be all scattered, and then within a week or 10 days time, you will say that nothing is working and organic lead generation is just a flopster. So if you do things in an organized way, 100% it will give you results. That's a guarantee. Like I have a lot of clients who have been trying for generating leads organically, but now following this exact system, they have been able to generate like their first leads. I'm talking about the leads part, right? Because ultimately it's the sales thing also, their offer as well, right? But they have been able to generate like one potential lead by following the system for 14 days. So if you do this for 14 days, I guarantee you, it's a guarantee from my side, you'll be able to generate at least one lead in next 14 days, because it will take you some time. And then after that, you will be able to easily generate 3 to 5 leads. Yeah, Pratit, ask your question.
Ma'am, I wanted to ask, how do I, bring this in conjunction with the paid ads?
So you will, the paid ads, what CRM are you using? Like, how are you going to come to know, like, who are, who have uh, enrolled for your webinar, or who
So
have
basically,
enrolled for your one-on-one?
via ConvertKit, I'll get people will see the ad, they'll go to the landing page, they will register, and I'll get their email and name and WhatsApp number, and they'll fill the form and book a one-to-one call with Karen Leeling. This
Yeah,
is what I'm using.
so you, where will you be able to see all those leads?
So there's a spreadsheet where I'll receive all the names and numbers there.
Yeah, so you will have to keep two different spreadsheets. So even for us, like for Facebook, I have a different spreadsheet. Instagram is a different, LinkedIn is a different. So I know like if I have to track, okay, for a specific client, which platform is converting. So for you also, you need to keep a separate sheet for your paid ads, separate sheet for your organic lead generation. That's when you will able to
Okay, so yeah, please go ahead, please go ahead.
that's when you will be able to come to know that the ads, like see, if you keep at one sheet, you will not come to know which clients are from where, right? It will be all jumbled up. But you keep one lead generation sheet wherein you have sheet one, which is organic lead generation, sheet two, which is Facebook lead generation. So wherein you are
Okay.
able to come to know that when I'm generating ads through Facebook, what is my conversion rate, and when I'm generating leads through organic, how much time actually I'm spending. So I also recommend you guys that each day write down how many hours you are spending. So you will come to know that like how much should you rely on organic, right? Like if you are getting faster results from Facebook, then it makes sense that you pay more money, because ultimately that is going to get you faster returns. So you need to track the amount of time also you are investing, and amount of money you are investing for your ads. So that's when you will be able to figure out that what is the right balance that you got to have. But also same way, you need to like sometimes your Facebook ads might not work. There could be some issues wherein your account get banned. So organic should go. You will have to try it. The first 14 days is going to be difficult, because this is for the first time when you're doing, you do not know how to do it. But after 14 days, trust me, if you do it every single day, you just need to dedicate 30 minutes a day. And if you dedicate 30 minutes a day for next 14 days, things will be easier for you. Once you get your first lead, no, you will be like yourself motivated. Okay, and because when your lead has gone through the process, I guarantee you, if you have the right offer, your lead will convert. Whereas in the Facebook lead might not convert, but if you have followed this process, if you have the right offer, 100% the lead will convert. Yeah.
So ma'am, basically I make two sheets. One sheet is for the inorganic ads, and one is organic. And I have two sub sheets. One is for Facebook, one is for LinkedIn. So I know
Correct.
exactly what I'm getting from where.
Yeah, so we can see if you're keeping one sheet as well, no? 1 second.
One sheet में there is one organic, when there are two inorganics.
No, so here as well, like what you can do is like this are the here you can put one of the columns. You can add one,
Okay.
okay, wherein you're putting there like Facebook or LinkedIn. So even if it is one sheet, you can come to know that which are Facebook leads, which are LinkedIn leads, and what is their current position, which ones are converting the most.
Will you be sharing this sheet with us?
Yeah, I can share if you guys need it. I can share it.
So thank you.
Yeah. All right, guys. So thank you so much for your time, and please
Thank you.
ensure that you're doing your homeworks this week. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. All the best. Bye bye. See you.
Thank you. Bye bye.